Ever wondered why you're not gaining muscle despite all your efforts? We've all heard the saying, no pain, no gain. But what if the problem isn't in the gym, but in the kitchen? Many of us have this misconception that lifting heavier weights and pushing our bodies to the limit is the key to muscle growth. But the truth is, there's another piece to this puzzle that we often overlook: our diet. You see, to build muscle, our bodies need more than just exercise. They need fuel, and that fuel comes in the form of calories. This is what we call a caloric surplus. It's the act of consuming more calories than your body burns in a day. So if you're sweating it out in the gym day after day, but not seeing the gains you want, it might not be your workout that's the problem. It could be your diet. So what exactly is a caloric surplus, and why is it so important for muscle growth? Let's unravel this fitness secret together. A caloric surplus, in simple terms, is when you consume more calories than your body burns in a day. It's like filling up your car with more fuel than it needs for a single trip. Now, how does this contribute to muscle growth? Well, imagine your body as a construction site. The workers, or your muscles, need energy to do their job. This energy comes from the calories we consume. When we are in a caloric surplus, we're providing our muscles with an abundance of energy. This energy is not only used for daily activities, but also for repairing and building new muscle tissue after a strenuous workout. Picture this: you're a builder and you're given an excess of bricks. What do? You build. That's exactly what your body does with the extra calories. It uses them to construct bigger and stronger muscles. Now I know what you're thinking. So I can just eat a ton of food and I'll gain muscle? Well, not quite. While a caloric surplus is necessary for muscle growth, it's essential that these calories come from nutrient-dense foods. A diet full of empty calories like fast food and sweets will only lead to fat gain, not muscle. The key is to strike a balance. Your body needs a certain amount of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats to function optimally and build muscle. This doesn't mean you should cut out your favorite foods entirely. It just means you need to be mindful of what you're putting into your body and how much. Remember, muscle growth doesn't happen overnight. It requires consistency, patience, and a well-rounded diet. By maintaining a caloric surplus with nutrient-dense foods, you're creating the ideal environment for your muscles to grow. In essence, to build muscle, you need to fuel your body with more energy than it uses. So, are you ready to fuel your gains? Stay tuned as we delve into the ideal macronutrient ratio in our next segment. But it's not just about eating more, it's about eating the right things. The ideal macronutrient ratio for muscle growth is a topic that has been debated by fitness enthusiasts and experts alike. However, a general consensus has emerged that a balanced intake of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats plays a crucial role in muscle development. Let's start with the building blocks of muscle: proteins. Consuming an adequate amount of protein is critical for muscle repair and growth. As a general guideline, aim for around 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight each day. This could come from a variety of sources like lean meats, dairy, eggs, and plant-based proteins. Moving on to carbohydrates. They're your body's primary energy source. When you're working out, your body taps into this energy to power through those intense sessions. If you're not consuming enough carbs, your body could start breaking down muscle tissue for energy, which is definitely not what we want. Aim to get about 2 to 2.5 grams of carbohydrates per pound of body weight. Lastly, let's talk about fats. They're often vilified, but they play a crucial role in hormone production, including testosterone, which is essential for muscle growth. Healthy fats also provide a concentrated source of energy. Aim for about 0.5 gram of fat per pound of body weight. Avocados, nuts, seeds, and fish are excellent sources of good fats. In a nutshell, a good macronutrient ratio to start with would be around 40% carbohydrates, 30% protein, and 30% fat. Remember, these are just starting points and might need to be adjusted based on your individual needs, goals, and responses. So, the next time you're planning your meals, don't just focus on the calories. Pay attention to where those calories are coming from, and try to maintain a balanced diet. Because in the quest for muscle growth, it's not just about how much you eat, it's about what you eat. Remember, a balanced diet is just as important as a caloric surplus when it comes to muscle growth. So, what should you be eating to achieve this caloric surplus and ideal macronutrient ratio? To maximize muscle growth, it's not just about eating more, it's about eating right. Now let's dive into some high-calorie nutrient options that can help you hit that sweet spot of caloric surplus, while also maintaining your ideal macronutrient ratio. For proteins, lean meats like chicken and turkey are your best friends. But don't overlook plant-based proteins like lentils and tofu. They're packed with amino acids, the building blocks of muscle growth. Carbohydrates are your body's main source of energy. Complex carbs such as brown rice, oatmeal, and sweet potatoes are excellent choices. They provide sustained energy and are rich in fiber, which aids digestion and keeps you feeling full. Now let's talk about fats, which are often misunderstood. While it's true that you should avoid unhealthy fats, there are good fats that your body needs. Foods like avocados, nuts, and seeds, as well as fatty fish like salmon, are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for muscle recovery and growth. Remember, achieving a caloric surplus doesn't mean indulging in unhealthy processed foods. It's about choosing nutrient-dense foods that fuel your body and support your muscle-building journey. These foods can help you achieve your caloric surplus and fuel your muscle growth. So, let's start fueling those gains and watch your muscles grow. So let's quickly recap what we've learned today. The secret to muscle growth hinges on a caloric surplus, consuming more energy than you expend. This surplus fuels your workouts and enables muscle repair. The ideal macronutrient ratio is key to this process, with a balanced intake of proteins, carbs, and fats. And finally, don't forget those high-calorie nutrient options. They're your secret weapon in attaining your fitness goals. Remember, muscle growth takes time and effort, but with the right diet and exercise, you'll see the gains you've been working for.